Okay, isn't any better now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, inshallah. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I share my screen, then what happened. Let's see. Still good?
Still good.
Very good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's see if people can come in. Brother Javed, are you there? Okay. All right. Let's see. Yes, some people are still not back yet. You know, I'm surprised this new technology is supposed to be better.
Zoom is actually on its way out, Abid.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, Zoom is being phased out now by Microsoft.
We should switch then.
You should switch to something like Teams. You can
Okay.
create a Teams network.
Okay, inshallah, we'll look into that. Okay,
I can set it up for you.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Let me know.
Okay, we'll talk afterwards, inshallah. Okay. Okay. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So, as we spoke last time, that today is our last lecture of this series of the class, and there's one topic left which we are going to cover today, and then inshallah from Thursday, as planned, we are going to start analyzing the verses from the Quran. And when we are making that effort, whatever subject we are weak on, we will take it on and try to explain it on the spot. Sounds like a plan?
Inshallah.
Okay. So today we have to go back to a concept called Isme Mausul. Okay. Isme Mausul, we left it for the last lecture. The reason being, it has some explanation.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Is everybody else cannot hear me?
I can hear.
I can hear you.
Brother
Yeah.
Javed,
We can hear.
please take a look at your microphone or speakers, because other people are able to hear me at the moment. Brother Javed, can you hear me now? Can somebody text him and find out if he can hear?
Yes,
Maybe
we can hear you.
Okay. So Isme Mausul, the way you know Isme Mausul is known as Allazi. Allazi, everybody knows, I guess, right? The name of Allazi or the word Allazi is known as Isme Mausul. Okay. Who remembers the 4 categories of noun? What are the 4 categories of noun or 4 characteristics of noun?
It's number,
Okay, number,
jins,
gender, yeah.
Capacity
Capacity, yeah.
and status.
And the
Status.
status.
Yes.
Okay. Now, remember the capacity part? Isme Mausul has to do with the capacity. Okay. Meaning it is either can be definite or indefinite. Now, what is the another word for definite? Proper noun. And the indefinite is improper or common noun. Common noun. In Arabic, This is known as marifa. It is known as marifa. And then the other one is known as nakira. Is everybody able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Brother Javed, are you able to hear me now? He's not responding. And brother Abrar, are you there? Brother Abrar is not there as well. Or maybe he's there, he's mute. Okay. All right, no worries. Okay. So when we were learning capacity, what did we say? That if we consider everything as nakira, then there are 7 categories which will make a word marifa. Do you remember those categories?
Yeah, when there is al,
Alam. Okay, I can't hear anyone. So basically, I feel like maybe they're not able to hear me. Are you guys able to? Can we unmute for a second, please? Then just respond to me so that I understand that you can hear me. Is everybody able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So what is the first category? Alam. What is alam? Do you guys remember what is the alam? It's like a name. For example, Zaidun. What is it? That's an alam. What was the number 2 category?
Morif Billam.
Yeah, that's there. But before that, we have
Some Zamir.
Zamir or Zamir for short. What is Zamir? Huwa?
Detached.
Yeah, detached or attached. Anything which is Zamir, whether attached or detached, is marif, is definite. Is that clear?
Yes.
What is the third one? Isme ishara. What was the ishara?
Haza.
Haza.
Haulai.
Zal.
Yeah. And then we talked about the other like Jama and dual and all that, right? But the categories is alam, isme zamir, isme ishara. Number 4 was isme mausula. Yeah. And this is the one we left it for today. Got it? Yeah. So we'll talk about isme mausula. The number 5 was mu'arraf bil lam. This is when you put the al in front of the noun. How do we make a indefinite noun into a definite noun?
Al-Kitab.
Al-Kitab. So we add the al. Yeah. Another category is mudaf ila al-marifa. You may not remember this one, but I think we have talked. And then there is munada. Munada is when I say
Yeah.
Zaidun.
Oh, sorry.
Zaid munada is the harf nida. What is this? Ya harf nida. Nida means to call somebody, to say, oh boy, oh Zaid, oh Abid, something like that. Yeah. So isme mausool,
Sorry, brother. Any example of muzaf ila al-marfa?
inshallah we'll come to that, but today our focus is on number 4.
Okay.
Right? Isme mausool. So when we have isme mausool, obviously we have our chart known as wahid, right? Musanna and jama. And what am I going to put here? Muzakkar and muannas. So for muzakkar, we have the word الذي. الذي. Then what will be the musanna?
التي.
No. الذاني.
الذي.
Right? Because the ani sound is for the dual, right? الذاني. And then the jama will be
الذين.
Allazina.
الذين. MashaAllah. So, and this is used in the Quran a lot. And the meaning of Allazi is the one
The one.
Who?
who. Brother Javed, are you there now? Yeah, he's not talking. Okay. Now, so the one who, the two who, and those who. Yes. Then Muannas says Allati. What is it?
Allati.
Allati. Allah. And then the dual will be
اللتان.
Allatani.
اللتان.
and then there is a bunch of them for female. One of them is Allati, and sometime it is Allahi. They are both used in the Quran. Making sense? Okay. So the good thing about this is Allazi, the Wahid category and the Jama category for both male and female are Mabni. Who remember Mabni? Remember when we were talking about nouns and we said the people of the language have divided the noun into two categories. One of them is Morab and one of them is Mabni. And in English, I said flexible and non-flexible. You guys remember the non-flexible? The Mabni is non-flexible. And what is the example? Then that means how many statuses a noun can have? 3 statuses, right? A noun which can change, then it can have 3 statuses like Muslimun, Musliman, and Muslimin. You see that this is Rafa, this is Nasab and Jar. Making sense? But Mabni is, it is going to stay the same. For example, Musa, Musa. Okay. So Allazi, for the Wahid one and the Jama one, they are Mabni. So it's going to be Allazi, Allazi, Allazi. Allazina, Allazina, Allazina. Making sense?
Yes.
Who is a little bit off here? Everybody
So
can
this
see?
is the status, right?
This is the status. So when we divide a noun into 2 categories, Mabni, which is non-flexible, and the other one was Morab, which is flexible.
Yeah.
And the flexible has 2 categories: a completely, totally flexible,
And partly.
and the partly. Remember, we had a full lecture on this.
Yes.
It's okay. I don't expect you to remember this, but today is sort of a review. But I need to refresh your memory before I give you the gist of the topic today. So again, Allazi, Wahid and Jama of Isme Mausula are Mabni. Allazina or Allazani has all 3 statuses. So this is not Mabni and this is not Mabni. It's going to be Allazaini, Allazaini. If I have to make Nasab and Jar, remember?
Yeah.
To give you an example, we had Muslimani. Muslimani is what? Rafa, right?
Yeah.
Muslimaini.
nasab and jar.
Nasab and Muslimaini, nasab and jar. So imagine if you come across dual allazani, then this is the rafa one. What will be the nasab one and the jar one? Allah,
Alladhani.
allazaini, allazaini. As you know, I'm not
Alladhani.
making sure. Got it? And allatani will be allataini or the dual. Allati will allati because it's mabni. Allahi mabni. Allati mabni. Is that clear?
Allati.
Yes.
Please let me know if there is any confusion because
So in other words, only the dual will have different statuses.
but again, Allah
Wahid and Jama.
they have been used very little in the Quran because musanna is not that frequent. Okay,
Yeah.
allati, you find a lot of them. Allazina, you will find a lot of them. Allati for female and allati, you will find the combination of this. But allazani, allatani, maybe one or two occurrences, not more than that. Or
Once in the Quran. Alladhani is once in the Quran.
allazani is once in the Quran, as brother Abrar said, because mashallah he's a hafiz of Quran. Jazakallah khair for sharing this knowledge with us. As you can see, if we are coming across this subject, if we look at allazina, allazina, and allati and allati, inshallah,
Yeah.
our will make easy because we have to remember that it's mabni. Okay? And that is why I have been giving you all along the English names for them, so that if it's hard to memorize mabni, this flexible, non-flexible should be able to get you home. Okay? So this is the introduction to Ism Mawsul. And what is Ism Mawsul? Ism Mawsul is Marifa. Right? Why is it Marifa? Because what part of a noun it belongs to? Capacity. Capacity, and there are 7 categories. If this belongs to those categories, then it's Marifa. Anything which do not belong to that category, it will be by default. What is the name of that? Nakara or Nakira. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So now the question is, what do we need to do with this? Okay. Who remembers the murakkab? Murakkabat. Murakkab.
Murakkab, izafi, tawsifi.
Yes. So let's say we talk about murakkab izafi for a second. When we talked about murakkab izafi, we say it has 2 parts. If I say Baytullahi, what am I saying here? Baytullahi, right? So this is known as muzaf.
Mudaf.
And muzafilai.
And mudaf ilayh.
Right? So when we have a murakkab mean a compound, it has two nouns in there. Bayt is one noun and Allah is the other noun, and they are combined like this in a association, that Allah's house or house of Allah. That's the definition or the translation of this. So any murakkab we have, it has 2 parts, mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Similarly, if I have ism mawsul, then I must have its counterpart, which is known as sila. What is it known as?
Salah.
Sila. Sila. If I spell it in English, it will be sila. Mawsul and sila. Making sense? If I give you an example, then it will start to make sense. Whenever you have something like this, allazina
Amanu.
or الذي.
We cannot see.
Oh, sorry. الذي. Got it? This is one word. This is what? الذي is what? اسم موصول.
Isme mausool.
Okay. And let's see. خرج من الفصل. ابن زيد. Who can first of all translate this? الذي, the one who خرج, exited from the class
and
is
classes.
Zaid's son. Can you see that translation? Brother Kabir, Brother Fawad, are you guys there?
We are here.
I'm
Yeah, we hear.
Very quiet today. Okay, so
الذي
if this is ism mawsool, then it has to have a sila, like mudaf. It has to have a mudaf ilayh. So ism mawsool supposed to have a sila. Sila is normally a jumla fe'liya. So if I give you more examples, it's supposed to be a jumla fe'liya. When you see a sila, it is normally in the form of a jumla fe'liya. Now, can you look at this up to here and tell me what this is?
جملة فعلية.
Jumla filia.
It is the jumla fe'liya. Now, who is the, what is the verb here?
خرج.
Kharaja.
خرج.
Mazi or mudari?
Mazi.
Mazi.
Min al-fasli,
Minal from
from the classroom.
Jaru.
class.
Class.
Kharaja, what is the file here?
He.
He,
He.
huwa, right?
Huwa,
Because
huwa.
is hidden in here. So we have fail, we have the file, and then we have the min al-fasli, right? Which is jar majroor. Because
Jaru.
jar.
Yes.
When we have a jar majroor, that is mutalik the fail. But this is a jumla failure, correct? So, isme mawsool al-allazi, sila is jumla failure.
خرج.
It could also be ismiya. It can also be jumla ismiya, and it can also be jar majroor. So when you next time look at allazi, there must be something following it, which is the sila, because you're saying the one, and then you say who. The one who exited from the classroom is Ibn Zayd, is the son of Zayd. Yeah? Now, if this is allazi, is it marifa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we know that marifa is a good candidate for mubtada, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So then one of the rule of Arabic is that the ism mawsool with its sila can become a mubtada.
طلع خبر مبتدأ.
All of this, allazi kharaja min al-fasli is mubtada. Yeah? And then what is Ibn Zayd?
خبر.
Ibn Zaydin is basically jar majroor.
جار مجرور.
Jar majroor. Now what do we know about jumla ismiya? That if we have jar majroor, it becomes the mutalik khabar. When there is no khabar, because khabar is supposed to be rafa, right? So khabar is supposed to be something rafa and nakira. Yes? Do you remember the jumla ismiya formula? That mubtada and khabar, what is the recipe? It's supposed to be rafa and rafa. Supposed to be marifa
Arifa.
and adad and jins follow, right?
Following.
Right? So in order to have a khabar, we need to have something in rafa. But Ibn Zaydin is not rafa. Is actually muzaf ilayh. देखा जाए तो Yeah.
Is Zaidun or Zaidan or Zaidi?
Zaidun. Zaidun is the name.
Zaidun.
Right? Zaidun. So again, when there is when the khabar is missing, then the jar majroor can become the khabar. So this is the khabar, and mubtada plus khabar is what? Jumla.
Ismiya.
Ismiya. So this is a kind of a preview of how do you make the tarkib of a sentence. You know, there could be multiple parts in the sentence, and then you need to identify them. And then the end result is either you're going to end up with a jumla fe'liya or jumla ismiya. So if you are looking for jumla ismiya, the very first word is supposed to be a noun, which is here noun. Allazi is a isma mawsula, and is also in the status of rafa, and also is marifa. Do you agree? Is allazi a good candidate for mubtada? What do you have to look at? You have to look at the recipe here. That mubtada is supposed to be rafa, is supposed to be marifa, khabar is supposed to be rafa, and it's supposed to be nakira. A simple example of huwa muslimun. What is the translation of this?
He is
He is Muslim.
Muslim.
Right? Now tell me, is huwa marifa or nakira?
Marifa.
Marfa.
Because huwa is zamir.
Ismi Isha.
Right? So zamir is supposed to be, what is zamir supposed to be?
Rafa.
Is part of capacity, right? It's part of definite proper noun. And how many categories we have for proper noun?
7.
7 is number 2. Making sense? Right? Then look at this. Huwa is, first of all, detached nouns are of status. What status is this? Rafa or Nasab?
Rafa.
Rafa. So am I looking for Rafa? Yes. Am I looking for Marifa? Yes.
Yes.
Is male?
Yes.
Male?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it one? Huwa is one?
Yeah.
So Huwa is my mubtada and Muslimun is my khabar. This is a simple sentence. How many words I have? Only 2. When you have 2 words, it's called mufrad. What is mufrad? Singular. Okay. Now remember mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay. Now what did we say about mudaf ilay? That mudaf ilay is a good candidate for mubtada. Remember that part? That first we could make a simple sentence like huwa muslimun, singular. But then we have something called murakkabat and murakkab naqisa. Now is murakkab naqisa a complete sentence?
No.
No. Right? So, but it has, some meaning, but it's not complete meaning, because that is why it's known as what is the name of the other murakkab? Murakkabe? Remember murakkab? Who remembers murakkab?
Complete.
Complete. And the complete one is known as?
Jumla.
Right? Because a jumla is supposed to have a complete meaning. So murakkabe, murakkabe idafi, mudaf ilay can be mubtada, and then we need a khabar. So if I say Baitullahi, right? Baitullahi, and if I say wasi'un, what's the meaning of wasi'un? Vast, right? Wide or vast, like
Wide,
big, huge.
Lost.
So if you look at Baitullahi, is it mudaf ilay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, is it Rafa? Yes?
Yeah.
Because Baitu is
Baitu
Rafa.
Rafa.
And anything with come with mudaf, mudaf ilayh is also will consider rafa, and also Allah is always rafa. Then is it marifa or nakira?
Marfa.
Marifa.
And is the wasiun rafa?
Yeah.
It's Rafa.
Is it nakira?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So is it wahid?
Yes.
Wahid. And we can say it's muzakkar and muzakkar. Then is Baitullahi, is it mubtada? A good candidate for mubtada? The whole word Baitullahi is a murakkab naqisa, which is mudaf, mudaf ilayh, or murakkab idafi. And that was the whole reason for learning that which compound sentences can be made into mubtada. So Baitullah, this mudaf, mudaf ilayh is a good candidate for mubtada. Yes.
Yeah.
And wasiun is a good candidate for khabar. Looks like you guys need really you need to go back and really review this part. It looks like it's been so long ago that you guys forgot how to do this, right? Now, similarly, if I say something like that, Muhammadun Rasulullahi.
Rasulullah.
Okay, so can I say this time Muhammadun is mubtada and Rasulullah is khabar?
Yes. Rasulullah is khabar.
The murakkab naqisa, they can be, the discussion we had long time ago, that which murakkabat can be come both as mubtada and khabar, and there was one murakkab which cannot come as a khabar. Which one was that? Murakkab jari. How many murakkabat are there? Murakkab jari,
Jari, murakkab tam, murakkab tawsifi,
tawsifi, and murakkab
Izafi.
izafi. Can you give me an example of murakkab ishari? As a kitabun, because this is ishara, right? So this is ishara, then this is what? Musharun ilayhi. Making sense? Who can give me an example of murakkab tawsifi? Zaidun, Salih. Yeah. Okay. So back to Isme Mausul. Isme Mausul. Whenever Isme Mausul is gonna come, it must have a sila with it. What it must have? Sila. And a sila could be either a jumla fi'liya, it could also be a jumla ismiya, and it could also be jar majroor. So look at this. Allazi isme mausul. Yes. Kharaja min al-fasli is the jumla fi'liya. So this is the sila of for allazi. Allazi cannot come without a sila. So we have to find that. And then Ibn Zaydun. Now, anytime you're going to find a sentence, and same thing from the Quran, you need to identify whether it's a jumla fi'liya or jumla ismiya. And the tarkib says you need to find the different components so that you can end up either with the mubtada and khabar, or you end up with the fail, fa'il, and maf'ul. So in this case, we were able to make the tarkib or the analysis to find our mubtada. So allazi isme mausul plus sila become the mubtada, and the khabar was Ibn Zaydin. Okay. Now, let me see what else I can show you. My other notes. I'm missing one information. Let me take a look where it is. Okay. The other word, which is also ism mawsool, is man. If you see man, what is man? What is the meaning of man?
It's from min.
Min is from, man is who? Man huwa, who is that? Or who is he? And the other word, which is ma, is also ism mawsoola.
Min and ma.
Making sense? So what did we learn today? Can somebody summarize it for me? Brother Fawad, can you help me out?
Capacity.
Yeah, Brother Abid, we learned ism mawsul.
Okay.
There should be always a sila for this. Like al ism mawsul will not be alone. The same way there is jar majrur. So the same is with the ism mawsul. It could be either like jumla fi'liya or jumla ismiya or jar majrur.
MashaAllah. Okay. So, and what else we know about ism mawsool? That it, what category of noun it belongs to?
What?
It belongs to which category of noun? Or which characteristic of noun?
Marifa.
Marifa, which is actually capacity, right?
Yeah.
What is the
Has
capacity?
capacity. Yeah.
And how many capacities we have?
7.
No. We have two kind of capacity, Marifa and
Oh, sorry, Marfa Nakra.
7 categories belong to Marifa. And if anything we find, if it belongs in the category, we say this word or this noun is Marifa, otherwise is Nakira. Yes? Do you remember those categories now? Who remembers those
Half a
categories?
noun or common noun.
Alam.
Alam, ism, zamir,
Alam is
ishara.
like the proper name of a person, right? Like alam in Arabic also known as a flag. So when you see a flag of your country, you say, okay, this is my country.
My alam.
So you know the alam of your country. Similarly, I am Abid, you are Fawad, somebody is XYZ, they have their name. So alam is the name. What is zamir? It is a pronoun, right? So if we are looking for zamir and we're looking for rafa, which pronoun we're gonna pick? Detach or attach?
Detached.
Detached. Why? Because detached ones are the status of rafa, right? Then the next category is isme ishara. How many ishara we studied? Haza,
Zalika.
zalika, and for female,
Zanika.
and tilka, right?
Til.
Sorry. Tilka is for far. You're right, zanika. Okay.
This, these, those,
Yes.
that.
Yes. Inshallah, I think when you get a chance, please review those things. Let me show you a book, and maybe that will refresh your memory. So this is Allazi, Allazani, Allazina, Allati, Allatani, Allati, Allai. We talked about that. And for the Urdu speaking people, the meaning of Allazi is Jo. You know, Man, Jo, Ma, Jo. Jo ke. Allah kaun hai? Jo sare jahan ka malik hai. So this word, the one who, in Urdu we have the word called Jo. Jiska, Jinka, Jinoka. Got it? Okay. So again, this book is the one I started almost 10 years ago. Remember, I've been talking about Dr. Israr Ahmed. This is the book created by him.
اسم موصول.
About Quran Fahmi, meaning the understanding of Quran. And this is sort of a summary of, you know, the print is not that great. So noun, fail, particle. This was my starting point. Alhamdulillah. Now I feel that I've gained a lot of knowledge. See this, Morab, where Munsarif, Mabni. So these are the words I've been telling you about. And you know this one. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. That's the table. And we are supposed to write these tables with our own hands. Only then you get the memory of these. Proper noun is marifa. Proper noun is marifa, meaning al-muslimu, al-muslima, al-muslimin. Is that making sense? Is bringing back your memory? What is mabni? Mabni is Musa, Musa, Musa. Isa, Isa, Isa. Allazi, Allazi, Allazi. Huda, Hudan, 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 Hudan. Hum, Hum, Hum. Haza, Haza, Haza. These are mabni. So how do you know if it's rafa? You have to look at the context, right? So isme nakra mean also if it's isme zat or isme sifat. What is isme zat? The actual name of a thing. And sifat is the quality. Isme marifa is isme alam, mu'arraf bil lam, isme ishara, isme zamir, isme mausul, and bunch of other things. But look at this. Making sense? So let me find you a prayer which we have been studying all this time. And let's try to do some translation together. Are you guys ready for translation?
Yeah.
Let me show you this first of all. If I can show you. Okay, can you guys see this? Let me make it bigger for you. I don't know if you can see this yet. Let me share with you guys.
We see nothing. We only see a page.
Yeah, I'm going to share with you. Okay. Open with. Okay, let's look at this. Give me a quick sec. I'll be just doing some setup here.
Zahra saying she can't log in.
Say that again?
Oh,
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to log in into my program.
Jawad. Jawad Zahir said I cannot log in.
Oh. Well, he kept his cool all this time. Right, he can't log in. Why is that? Let's see if I can respond to him. And I can log in into my account. Come on. Okay. Are you able to log in, Brother Javed, now? Okay. open this page. Okay. Where is my screen? Okay, share. Can you guys see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the thing I would like you to translate for me is this. Rabbi.
ربي اشرح لي صدري
Rabbi shrah.
ويسر ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري.
So let's do the one by one. Inshallah, we'll go through the whole thing. But who can tell me what Rabbi shrah li sadri means?
My Lord, open
Our Lord.
Rabbi means, oh my Lord. Yes.
Oh my.
Shrah li, shrah means to open something. What is li? Who remembers the letter lam? It's a preposition. Can somebody do the table for lam? Brother Fawad? Lahu, lahum.
Brother Joey said he's trying, but he's not able to log in.
I know. Okay, so can you guys try to, let
Rabbi
me,
اشرح لي means Rabbi Allah make my task easy.
no, sadri is my chest.
Yeah, my task, my chest.
My chest, the task is the next one.
Yeah,
What is-
yeah. ويسر لي أمري.
Okay, what is the meaning of li? Can somebody
My.
tell me the meaning of li?
My.
Mine.
For me, for.
Me, actually.
Yes, is the letter lam means for
Me.
me. So Rabbi shrah li sadri. What is sadri? Sadri is my chest, or
Chest.
like my heart, or how do you say? Mera sina khol de.
Yeah. قلب.
It's my chest. Ya
Yeah.
Allah, open my chest, or open the chest for me, or my chest for me. Wa yassir. What is wa yassir?
Task.
No. Task is amri. Brother Kabir, Brother Fawad, where are you guys?
My tongue.
No.
Yes, sir.
Overcome.
Look at which. Innamal.
Make it easy. Make it easy.
Take it easy. What is wow here?
And
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 Oh my Lord, open my chest for me and make it easy for me. Amri. What is Amri, Brother Abrar?
The
all
task.
task.
My task. Okay. So who's making this dua? Who made this dua?
Prophet Musa.
Yusuf.
Musa alayhi salam.
Musa alayhi salam. So he said, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani. What is min lisani?
Now this
Tongue.
is
Tongue.
my tongue.
Of my tongue. Uqda is, a knot.
Not
Or not. Okay.
Untie the knot from
Min
this.
lisani. Open the knot of my tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, so when these two conditions, this is the jumla shartiya, because there is a condition here. Something is wrong. Brother. Okay, so far with me, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul min lisani. When your chest is open, what does that mean? My chest is open.
Absorbing knowledge. Absorbing knowledge.
Now listen, if I do not have this passion for the Arabic language, for example, myself, or if I do not understand Ism Mawsul myself goodly, do you think I can tell you in the same effective way?
no.
So in order for me to convey some message, I myself has to believe in it. My own heart should be 100% in sync with it, right?
Yeah.
Willing.
The first thing is, Ya Allah, open my chest for this task, as Brother Abrar said. And then وَيَسِّرْ لِي amri. So the next thing we do, we ask Allah to make it easy for us, the job. Yes. And then the next thing is وَحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِسَانِي. If I cannot convey my message in an easy to understand way, would you be able to understand me?
Yeah.
No, right? If I can't, sometime when it's a tough subject, it's hard for me to explain. So I go in 10 different ways to make it easy for you to understand, right? So that is another way of saying that that make my tongue open. In Musa's case, we remember that he had a issue with his tongue. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of background noise. Can somebody mute themselves?
Okay, Brother Javed is having trouble today. Okay, so that is.
I think I was having problem with my own internet over here.
Brother Jawed, can you just mute yourself, please? It's much easier.
Alhamdulillah. Mashallah. Good. Okay, so Brother Javed, we are trying to translate this dua, and we are saying, Rabbi shrah li sadri, Ya Allah, open my chest for me, wa yassir li amri, and make my job easy for me, wahlul uqdatam min lisani, and open the knot of my tongue for me, yafkahu qawli. What will be the result of that? If I get all these three things fixed, then what will be the next part? What is the result I'm going to get?
To speak with confidence.
That they will be able to
Understand me.
yafkahu qawli.
Understand my words.
Understand my words. Inshallah, this dua, I think we should always make before we. This is a very effective dua, and Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped me because I make this dua all the time. Why? Because I am trying to have the knowledge in my heart. I want to have the comfort myself first. This is something I can convey to you. Then you will see that in my action, in my words, you will see the effectiveness of this. If I do not believe in it myself, then I will not have the same sort of energy to convince you for this language or whatever the yeah. So first thing was that Alhamdulillah, without any help from the translation, we were able to translate it. Yes. Okay, now let's look at one more thing. Is Rabbi a noun or a verb?
Noun.
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 Noun, mashallah. Ushrah li, ishrah. Is that a verb?
A verb.
Verb.
And what is li?
Preposition, as you said earlier.
Mashallah. Sadri.
Noun.
It's a chest, open my chest. So it's like an action. So it's like
It's not sadri. My chest. It's a
my
noun.
chest.
Now.
Yeah.
But yassir. And who can tell me what yassir is?
Verb.
Verb.
It's a verb. What kind of verb is it? Mazi,
Muzare.
Mudare.
Mudare. Very good. In Mudare, there is another thing we learned towards the end. Something to do with the command.
Alamate mudare.
I'm saying command. I'm giving you a hint. A command.
Command. Okay. It is my goodness.
Fi'lul amr. Right? When you give a command to somebody, when you ask somebody, or when you request somebody, you say fi'lul amr. You're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for you. Yassir. You're requesting him. What is the counterpart of amr?
Nahi.
Nahi. Allah. Amri, is it a noun or is it a verb?
A verb.
Verb.
A verb.
Amri is fail. My task. Correct? Amri. It's not used as a verb here. It's used as a task.
Noun.
Oh, sorry, noun. Yes.
Noun.
Yeah. Okay, what is wahlul?
Wahlul would be
Is verb.
Verb. What kind of verb is it?
sorry.
Sorry. Okay. And what is we just talked about? What kind of verb? What is the category of this verb?
Command.
Amar.
That I'm saying, Ya Allah, open the knots of my tongue.
Request.
Request. So
Uqda-
It
uqda-
can
my
uqda-
chest open.
You know how we say uqda? What is uqda? Is it a noun or a verb?
It's a noun.
It's a noun.
Do you know an easy way to tell if it's a noun? You know what is the easy way to tell me if it's a noun? When you look at the last letter and you find
It's
what?
nasab.
It is nasab.
Atal.
Nasab.
Yes, it's nasab. When you see a tanween on the last letter, that means it is a noun.
Is it a sila?
Is it a sila?
Yeah.
No, we didn't find any ism mausul in here, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we see ism mausul, inshallah, then we can say the following word is sila. But what I'm saying is, you know how there is a sign of mudare, that is ya, ta, remember, alif and na. Similarly, if you want to identify a noun right away, two big signs are that it will have the al in the front. What will it have? Al. And the second symbol or sign will be tanween on the last line. Okay. So what is min? What is min?
From min. From
Yeah.
What is? How do you classify min? Is it a harf? Is
it's
it a-
harf.
It's harf jar.
Harf jar.
So min lisani. Why there is a kasra on min lisani?
As min.
Because of harf jar, min.
Because of harf jar. Yafkahu. What is yafkahu? Verb or noun?
Mudara.
Is
It's a
a
verb
verb.
and mudara.
Mudare. Is it also fi'l amr?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
So in fi'l amr, the alamat mudare is removed. Okay. What is the translation of yafkahu? Yafkahu. And what? Okay, tell me the number for yafkahu.
Task.
Is it
Understand.
singular,
Task.
plural, or
Yafqahu means fahm.
Yafqahu means understand.
yes? Understanding is yafkahu.
Oh, faham. Yeah.
Listen to my question. Listen to my question. Yafkahu meaning they understand. That the meaning is they understand.
They
Now,
They
the
understand.
information I'm looking for is
Third.
it's a third person jama. For
Jama,
male,
yeah.
female,
Plural. Yeah.
male or female.
male.
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 Okay. Now, don't we supposed to have a noon there?
Yafqahuna.
Yafkahuna, remember? Is it a regular mudare or is it a light or lightest? Is it the lightest or the light version?
It is the lightest
How can you tell it's the lightest?
because
Noon
there
pra.
is the kun.
Because there is a jazam on the qawli.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
remember, if it's a light, then there is supposed to be a nasab. The word following yafkahu, the noon is dropped, and the next word supposed to be in the status of nasab. When you see a status here with the jazm, that means it's the lightest mudare. You get where I'm going with this?
Yes.
So this is the kind of analysis and dissection we need to do moving forward so that we can get to the bottom of this sentence, or we can identify each and every letter and the noun and the verb and the harf so that we totally understand the grammatical analysis of this sentence. So now next time when you read this dua, is it going to make you feel different? If you,
Inshallah.
if you didn't know the meaning before, but now when you read it, you will read it with a purpose. You will read it with a different intention, you would know that what I'm saying. So who can give me the translation of the whole verse in one go?
Well,
Rabbi Shrahli.
O Lord,
My
open my
Lord,
chest.
expand.
oh Allah, open
Expand
my
my
chest
Yes.
and make my task easy, and make loose the knot of your tongue, and I understand my speech, so that I understand my speech.
Yeah, so that they can
Inshallah.
understand my speech.
Yes.
So, Alhamdulillah, inshallah, we say goodbye today with this series. But on Thursday, I hope everybody can join. We're going to start from Surah Al-Fatiha, inshallah, and we are going to dissect each and every verse to the best of our capability. And what I would like you to do, that instead of staying quiet or feeling that, oh, I forgot or I don't know, instead interact with me so that we can refresh this memory and for once for good. And we want to make it stick this time. We don't want to keep going into this loop where we forget after some time. So all this time we have been working on the ingredients. Now is time has come that we have a recipe and we are going to cook the food. So we are going to apply these ingredients and try to cook something with it. Get it? You should be very excited to hear that, because I am super excited that the intent of learning Arabic was not for the intent of learning Arabic, but the idea was that one day, inshallah, we can understand the Quran directly without relying on the translation from third party. Got it? Now today I sent a hadith in the WhatsApp group. How many people got the chance to look at it?
I did.
Okay, so what can you read it to us? What was that? So that everybody can understand what the hadith was.
Let me open the WhatsApp.
Okay. So if you don't mind, I can read it. I have it open. I know it's 8 minutes above the time, so I don't want to keep everybody waiting. So Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Love the Arabs for three things. Number one, because I am an Arab, the Quran is in Arabic, and the language of the people of Jannah is
Arabic.
This hadith is from Rawah al-Bahki. You know, Bahki or Bahaki is one of
Bayhaqi.
the authenticated, the books of authenticated ahadith. It is coming from a good source. Yes, Brother Abrar?
Yeah, Bayhaqi.
Yeah, but do you think it's a good source? This is Daif or it's Hassan or what is it? Do you know the status of this hadith?
I'm not in a position to say that. Any hadith, if the words of Prophet Sallallahu, we have to believe in it.
Inshallah.
That's my feel. If it's a zaif, I'm not in that position to say.
That's fine. So Alhamdulillah, we love Arabic just because we know that it's the language of our Prophet, it's the language of our Quran, and inshallah this is the language of Jannah. So whatever you have been doing this far, you should pat yourself on the back, give yourself thumbs up. MashaAllah, amazing job. And anybody out there who's feeling that, no, I was not up to par, it's never too late. We can always bounce back. And the only thing you need to do, spend a little bit of time and start using the pen and a paper and reading. Reading is very important. Read all the books I have given you. Read all the sources I have given to you. And inshallah, the next set of exercises we're going to do, you will start to see that why did I learn all this? Now, because they're going to be applied. You will see the real application of ingredients. Yeah?
Inshallah.
So Thursday, inshallah, 9 o'clock.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
عليكم السلام.
وعليكم السلام.
Assalam wa rahmatullah.
وعليكم
جزاك
السلام.
الله خير. جزاك الله خير.
وياك.